What can you? What are the benefits of like using this AI of a thing that we're talking about? What's the benefit of using this artificial intelligence that everybody is always talking about? We have time saving. When you're using AI, you can cut down a whole lot of time that you would spend doing a whole bunch of things. You can just literally do it in seconds, in minutes. At most, you can do it in a day. I will give an example of, let's say now, you need to do research. Before, if you want to do research on a topic or a material or anything, even if it's business research, let's say you want to start a business now, you want to do research on the market of the business, you want to start selling caps or socks or any product, and you don't really know the market of the business you want to do research, you will need to go into the market, you will need to come and start finding figures, you will need to do a whole lot of research. But with AI now, you can literally just put in a prompt. I know all of us are conversant with ChatGPT, Google Bard, even Bing AI. You can just put in a prompt there and just tell it that, please help me generate the competitive analysis or the market analysis of this market. And you would, in seconds, you would see a whole lot of what you would spend. In fact, some people would spend months trying to get this information. You can get it in seconds. Better decision making. People usually, AI will provide insights for informed choices, improving job performance. So people normally will take time in making their decision. You want to go into this, like I'll keep on using the market analogy because this is in workplace now, in business. You want to go into a particular market and you don't really know, okay, should I do this, should I do that? What are the market trends? What should I follow? If you can employ AI that already has the knowledge and has already learned and studied all of the market proceedings, it will generate the proper decision you should make in seconds, still on that time saving. And then skill development. You see a lot of people, they will be saying that, I want to learn how to program, but I don't have enough money to go and do Udemy courses or Coursera or all these other online places where you need to pay to access these courses. I'm telling you right now that you can tell an AI to teach you. You can literally tell an AI to teach you programming, and it would. Like the presenter said earlier, that there are some people that are using AI to write code. You can literally tell an AI to teach you. You can put a prompt into it. Teach me this. Tell me basic concept of this, without you needing to go and start looking for different materials or different books. It will generate everything and then give you in a very simple way. So these are some. This I just listed 3 here. These are some out of so many pros of using AI. So then we'll now, because with every good thing, there's also going to be a bad thing. If you give human beings something, if you put in something great in this world, there's always going to be a bad side to it. There's always going to be a disadvantage. So I'll be covering over the cons of AI, the bad side of AI, like I would say, even if it's few. So the one that everybody is aware of is the job displacement. Yes, with AI now, some jobs that would be very common or easy to do, AI would be taking over those jobs, like typewriting. People that usually type and all of that, AI now can just do all of that. So just some jobs, you'll be job displacement to be done there. So privacy concerns is another huge one, because if you're putting all this information into an AI, how are you not sure that this AI will go and give my personal information to this? Let's say you have a health condition now and you want to ask the AI, okay, like what are the symptoms of this, or you just wanted to have like a more of like a conversation with the AI about health or business or life. How are you sure that this issue of like your private information being leaked out is not a possibility? And then dependency and skill gap. When you're overly dependent on AI, I feel like this is one that should be addressed very well, because it's even happening in schools right now when people are not even reading or studying or anything like that. They are just putting all of the questions into AI. If they have the slightest issue, they go to AI. Yes, it's good for solving problems, but the moment you become overly dependent on it, you start to lose skills that you would have gotten from maybe doing a little bit of research. Yeah, you use AI to do research, but you will not use it to do the whole thing. If you tell it to do the whole thing, yes, it will do the whole thing. But at the end of the day, if you remove AI from it, or from the working factor now, you're not really a competent worker. So what separates you from the rest? If everybody has access to AI and then they're doing the same thing, what separates you from the rest? So these are the cons of AI. So then I will be talking about how AI can actually make your jobs easier. So people are saying that AI in this field, AI in that field. How can AI actually help your jobs easier? So automation. Automation is basically just like now, imagine you have to wake up in the morning every day and do a mathematical equation. Maybe you have to calculate your what do you call it again? Your net profit every morning before you go to maybe your shop or your business or wherever, or some other task that is very repetitive that you have to do every morning and it kind of takes time out of your day. With AI, you can simply automate this process. Automate means for it to be automatic, something that will just do like on its own. Every morning, it will automatically just like calculate these things and save you a whole lot of time. So it can help your businesses that way. And if efficiency, then AI algorithms can process and analyze large volumes of data quickly and accurately. That is to say that, like now, if you own a big business now, a big firm, and you guys are dealing with a whole lot of numbers, and if you're dealing with a whole lot of numbers in business, it's always going to be prone to error. You're going to have a human error. You would have a small mathematical error where you'll be missing a zero or missing a one. With AI will construct a perfect algorithm for your business, for your use case. An algorithm is a step-by-step procedure to fix a problem. So to process a proper algorithm with no loopholes for your business and to give you efficient values for whatever you want to look up. And then we have cost reduction. This also comes under the place of job displacement. Let's say now you have to pay this person to type, you have to pay this person to do this, you have to pay this person to do that, and you're just an upcoming business. You don't really have that much budget to be paying so many departments or factors to help you just do some tasks that could be done by an AI. And AI would help you do that, do all those tasks, and reduce a lot of costs you would have spent, like wasting money in different places. So these are some of the ways, and there are so many other ways, but these are the ones these are the top three ones I would say on how AI is making making your jobs easier. So then now, if you're talking about the helping you it with your jobs and also job displacement, the jobs that are being lost, let's talk about the jobs that are being created by this AI. So the AI has created, in fact, I can't even list it in, like if I wanted to put it in a whole 1 hour slide, I would not be able to do it. But I just picked out the four that I feel like everybody would be able to do, even if you know how to code, even if you don't know how to code, even if you know have background information on AI, all of that. So we have chatbox operator. You know how in some companies now they have this online form where if you have a problem now you can go and type in a chatbot in a small place where you'll be like, okay, I'm having problem with my this or that, or I'm having problem with this. There are people that they are because of AI now, there are people that are employing for them to use those things that they have put, all those questions they have put, they will put it into the company's AI and generate useful answers, useful fixes for customers inquiry. So it's just like, okay, it's just like an advanced customer service where instead of you having to know everything about the company or how the company operates, all you just need to know is how to properly structure these people's questions and put it into the company's AI for you to give it proper response for them. So we also have AI prompt engineers. This is the one that is very, very popular. Now, if you're using all this ChatGPT or Google Bard now, let's say you have a problem you want to fix, you have an issue you want to fix now, you want to be able to write code, you want to be able to generate even business ideas. If you want to, I've seen a lot of places where people will be they generate ideas from this. We're using these AI prompt engineers. So they're just people that would go into this thing and put in prompts. Prompts is basically like a command for the AI. If you know how to structure your English very well, you don't need to know any code. You can literally specify what you want this AI to do, and it to do exactly that. It's not everybody that ChatGPT is open to everybody. In fact, the whole world has access to ChatGPT, but not everybody knows how to use it. A very few amount of people know how to actually use these programs. And then when they are using it, companies are ready to pay. Companies are ready to pay for people that know how to use these engines properly. Because now, if you know how to structure proper functional code using AI, why would I need to come and start employing somebody that, okay, the person is struggling in creating code, but this person can actually put in words into this AI and generate code that I need. So these are AI prompt engineers, one of the most popular fields in this the jobs created by AI. So we also have the AI content reviewer. So this one is they employ people now. Let's say now I write stuff, I write books, I write content, or I even write scripts for YouTube videos, films, or everything like this now, and I need it to be reviewed properly where I can make corrections, all of that. There are people that they call AI content reviewers that would put this content into the a necessary AI, put the proper prompts inside and review it properly, remove all the things that are not needed, remove all the things that add things that are needed to it and stuff like that. So lastly, we have AI testers. So AI tester is just basically people that will test upcoming AIs. They have AIs that are created for specific businesses, AI created for schools, that are created for general purpose, the ones that are open to everybody, the ChatGPT and the Google Bard. So for you to actually check if this thing is like functional and is actually okay and is working well and is generating proper prompts and all of that, there are people that they employ to test these things. So they will test it if the thing is actually generating proper prompts and all of that. If it's giving good results, if you ask it 2 plus 2, if it's actually give 4 or to give you 22. So stuff like that. So these are some of the jobs out of so many that have been created by artificial intelligence. So now, for is you're not just going to come and say, okay, yes, I want to do AI and I'll just jump inside of it, and like you will just be going well. No, there are some skills that you need to attain, some things you need to attain for you to be able to develop in this field, and not just develop, for you to also stay relevant, in this field. Because if you want to come and start saying that, oh, let me just come tomorrow morning and start using this AI. Literally, AI is changing every day. You wake up tomorrow now and there's a whole new system, and then you're left behind because you don't really have the skills needed. You just woke up one morning and say, okay, I want to start using AI to do my daily tasks, but you don't have the capability of actually keeping up with AI. You have to have the capability, necessary skills to be able to keep up with this AI thing. So, what are these skills I've been talking about since? What are these skills that you need to have to be able to keep up with the ever-growing AI? So we have the technology skills. Obviously, you need to have a better understanding of these technologies. You need to actually go and do a little bit of research. Yes, it seems so easy. AI can do all of these things and this and that. But the moment you have a proper understanding of these technologies that you're using to do all these skills, you will be able to use these technologies better. It's just like you having a book and not knowing how to use the book. So, like, what's the point of having the book? Yes, you can flip through the pages. Yes, you can draw on it and all of that, but the book is useless to you. They'll ask you, oh, what are you doing with this book? Yeah, I just have this book, but like, what are you using the book for? You have to be able to know how to use this book. You have to know how to use these technologies. You have to gain that technology skill. Another skill is the soft skills needed. So employees need to deliver and develop skills such as creativity, critical thinking, and adaptability. For you to be able to use AI, you have to be creative. It's not something that you just go and put in a bland response. If if you put in bland or plain prompt or response to the AI, to give you this garbage in, garbage out, to give you exactly what you want, and you will not be um, satisfied with it. You'll be like, I asked this thing to do this, you can't do this. But you see other people that the same tasks you want it to do, they will do it so well and so creative and so, like, even to the point where to employ them for what they did. You have to be creative. You have to know how to use your mind, your creativity. You have to also have critical thinking. You have to know, okay, what do I need to put into this thing to make this thing develop this? What do I need to put into this thing to make this thing develop this? You have to think of it as if you're having a conversation with a human being. Imagine you want to ask somebody for, you don't even say you want to ask somebody for money now. You want to ask somebody for money and just be like, how, give me this amount. You ask the person, like, I bet you live here, you're not serious, something like that. But when you construct it well, when you go back and think, oh, how do I ask this person for so thing to the way that this person will give me even more than I need itself? So you have to have the ability of critical thinking and then adaptability. You have to be able to adapt to changes. This AI thing has been in the world for over, I would say, since before the 2000s self. But we're just getting to know of it now. There are people that have been in the AI market for many years and are benefiting now. Companies that have been in the AI market making various AIs But we are not aware of it because we didn't have any actual open source AI. It's now that in the year 2023 and we're having open source AI to this now. Now that we have this open source AI, you have to be able to adapt to changes. You can wake up tomorrow like this now, another one has dropped a whole new system that is better than this ChatGPT and all of this now. And you don't know how to use that one because you're not adapting to the changes. You'll be like, okay, I'm fine with my ChatGPT and all of that. You lose a lot of jobs, you lose a lot of clients, you lose a lot of money. And that's just the honest truth. You have to be able to adapt. And on that adaptability, we go into the third skill, which is lifelong learning. You have to be dedicated. If you want to be able to be successful in something, you have to dedicate your life to it. It doesn't mean that you'll be like waking up in the morning and the only thing you do is AI, but you have to be dedicated. The dedication is that like, I want to be able to use this thing and better my life. I want to be able to use this thing and better my job, better my business area, better my school, better like you have to be able to put in this lifelong, like you want to learn every day. Even for a programmer like this now, if you want to learn how to do programming, if you come and just say that okay, you want to learn, you want to start using a course from 2015 or 2014, I'm sorry for you because it is outdated, it is not adaptable. There are a lot of changes that have been made to this day now that you need to put in your life to be able to like learn all these things as you go on, as you grow older. You need to be able to put all these things to learn all of these things as you go older. So for me, these are the three skills that you need to be able to adapt into this AI world that we're going to. So, in conclusion, I would say that embracing AI for the future is basically successful. Like that is the definition of success. The greatest growing market in the world right now, I would say, is AI. And you need to take it because it's up for grabs. It's not something that you just gonna sleep on. Maybe when the trend has become too late, to be like, that time AI was hitting you. I will have joined this, I will have done this, I will have used it to do this my business. It is predicted that it would have about $13 trillion in the global economy by the year 20. That is 2030 is in how many years? Well, in 2020, that is 7 years from now. In 7 years, literally just a snap of a finger, and we're already there. See the amount of money that's expected to be growing in this market. You have to take advantage of it now that it is early. A lot of people have been taking advantage of this thing since 2010. They've been in the market since 2010. A lot of these people, a lot of successful businesses, like when you ask them, you say, AI gave me this idea, AI did this, AI did that. You need to go into this market now, take it for up for grabs. Embrace the technology. People are scared that this AI is evil or it's taking jobs, it's not going to give me what I want. AI is this, AI is that. It's always in the world today, there's a whole lot of bad rep for AI. It's a bad representation of AI, that AI is evil, AI will take over the world. A lot of movies you'll be watching, you'll see that AI is taking over the world. There's always bad rep. There's never a person you see that is a good representation of AI. You need to embrace this technology because it is here to stay. That is just the honest truth. AI is not going to go anywhere anytime soon. AI is here to stay. It's the same way you have like the technology of cell phones. Some people, you know that like when they were bringing out cell phones, some people thought that it was unnatural. That how would we have a pocket this thing? They did not want to accept it. The technology today is here to stay. So there's nothing you can do about it. What you have to do is to move with the trend. You have to make sure that okay, you're not left behind. And then even to the point where you have to understand that in the future you're going to have collaborations with some of the technologies you're already used to. Like now, if you don't want to embrace AI now, in the near future like this now, you'll be having we already literally have phones with AI inside of them. Your Hey Siri and your Google Assistant. These are AIs already inside of it. And with the nearest future, machine learning is literally entering to the point where your own voice now, your phone can literally replicate your own voice. You will just say some things to it and then it will replicate your voice. Somebody can use your voice and then you'll be like, wow, this is my voice that they are using. So it's the extent to start collaborating with some of the technologies you're already used to. And you would not want to be left behind. You don't want to be like, what is this one now? You'll be confused, and everybody will be like, okay, this one does not really know what he's doing. You start seeming like an old head. You start seeming like an old head because you did not move along with the train. You need to understand that cross functionality is going to start becoming a thing, and then you need to move along with the train. You need to move along with this expensive train, if I would say so myself. This the train is expensive, and you need to be able to get profit of this train as it is going. So on that note, I would open the board up for questions. Any questions you have regarding AI? Before that, the presenter would some questions that were dropped on the form. I would try my best to answer those questions, the ones that I can. I'll answer those questions now, and after that, then we'll take on questions on people on the call. So, Mr. Patrick, if you be able to just ask these questions.
Okay. Okay. First of all, please, if you appreciated that insightful session, please can you use emojis to show your reactions and because it wasn't easy. Um, Not everybody can talk like this. Not everybody can give you an insightful session like this. Come on, please appreciate him. So we have all heard about it. We've heard a lot about it. You can see how it can help you. Come on, I'm telling you, no matter the field you are in, AI is everywhere now. AI is everywhere. No matter where you are, if you're in the financial sector, if you are a photographer, if you're a cinematographer, if you're a programmer, you're a marketer, whatever you are doing, whether it's tech or non-tech related, I'm telling you, AI can make it easier. Okay, let me just give you like a small example before we go to the questions. Almost everybody here knows WhatsApp business. We all use WhatsApp business. I'm very, very sure that all of us have experienced that one time that when you message someone, automatically the person replies you, but it doesn't look like it's the person that is replying because the person has already set down an automated answer for your requests on his WhatsApp page. Because if maybe they are selling and they might not be around, so they won't want to their customers. It's just like when you physically lose your customers, when someone comes to your shop physically and you're not around, you've lost that customer. But WhatsApp business now is using AI for everything. You don't even need to be there. You answer the person and everything until it gets to the point of buying, and then that's when you come in and make the calls. So it's left for you to adopt this AI age and progress further. So moving forward to the questions, please, if you have questions, drop it on the chat box, or if you want to use audio, you can just raise your hand. I will check it on the queue. But some people asked questions while registering before this insightful session. So I'll go about asking the questions for them because I don't think some of them were here. Some told me that they couldn't make it, so they will have to get a recorded session, which I told you that will be available on our YouTube page soon. So I'm happy that I have most of his emails, so I'll be updating you from there. And then I'm telling you that every week now, once you subscribe to our channels, I'll be telling you new AIs and new tech trends on how you can make your work easier and how you can help yourself and gain more skill sets in life. I'm telling you, you can go forward with AI. AI helps in a lot of ways. So let's go about the first question. I think okay, Mr. Sorry guys, I'm coming. Okay, I guess Mr. Victor asked. He asked, I would love to know how this webinar on AI will be relevant for my small business by owning clients and managing clients. So, Mr. Febechuku, did you get the question?
Could you repeat that again? Sorry, kind of.
Okay. I would love to know how this webinar on AI will be relevant. How this webinar on AI will educate me for my small business on managing clients.
Okay, I would answer that saying like, on his question was on managing clients. So I would say
Yes.
like the example you gave on WhatsApp business. Let's say now he needs to manage some clients and he's not really active, he's not online, and you say that okay, somebody come to your shop now, your small business, and wants to do business with you quickly, but you're not on seat right now. Let's say you're busy, you have some family issues to attend to or whatever. This AI is already the way you've taught them, because I remember I told you that they learn machine learning. The way you've taught it how to respond, it will respond to these clients when you're not on seat. It would help you be able to retain more customers. In fact, it would help you. If I would say it would help you retain more customers than customers that you would lose. Because if a lot of people are leaving based on the fact that you're not there on seat or they cannot really meet you, this type of thing will be able to help you retain more customers in this business. So yeah, I feel like in that way it can help you.
Okay. So I think that's the only question from there. So let me check the chat box because we just have 15 minutes left we have just up to 20 minutes left for this session. So let me check. Okay. Is there anybody that wants to ask any question? Because I think I've on the chat box, no question yet. So if you have any question, you can raise up your hand and ask.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, good afternoon, bro.
Yes, mine is just a contribution. In addition to what you said earlier on respect to managing small businesses, there is a part of
Okay. Okay.
AI and machine learning where you have sentiment analysis. So with sentiment analysis, you should be able to kind of manage your customer in terms of customer service, customer support, to be able to know their sentiment concerning your product and services. One good example is using natural language processing. You could configure it in such a way that program it in such a way that if anybody goes to your social media to ask questions or to give a very bad negative comment, which is subjective, kind of subjectivity, you can be the first person to get that information so as to help you manage your brand, the image of your brand. If so, like one good example is this tomato issues that ketchup issues that happened. Was it not last week when the manufacturer is planning to sue the lady that raised that comment? If you're on top of your game and you have your sentiment analysis process in place, the moment that lady uh, posts that comment there, you will be the first person to know, especially if that person has gone to your own page to post something. You'll be the first person to get that information and quickly address it. You can use that medium to enlighten the customer that no, this is what this product is meant for. This is what how and addressing the issue or the needs or the concern of your customers make you retain your customers and make you yes make and your business grows with that as well. So in addition to what you said earlier on, you can use AI to be able to address your customers even on the social media whereby the entire public space is going to now, not physical again. So that's just my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Samuel. Really appreciate that. Hope everybody got that, and you can see that he was following. So, okay, I think Choma, you also wanted to say something. Choma, you have the floor now. You can ask your question. Choma, can you hear me? Okay. There's no time. Maybe when she gets
I
back.
think,
Someone
let
asked
me
from the.
Can you
see.
hear me now?
Okay, yeah, we can
Okay,
hear you. We
okay,
can
okay.
hear you.
Choma, we can
Yeah,
hear you.
yeah. I was
Okay,
saying,
yeah.
thank you so much, Mr. Patrick and Mr. Owen, for organizing this. Because honestly, as a newbie, I was part of those people that were scared of AI taking over. But thank you so much for sharing with us the need to train and follow the train, especially now that there are changing skill sets. My question is, what specific skills and qualifications are in high demand for these AI related roles? So, Mr. Owen spoke about a chatbot operator, and then he also spoke about an AI prompt engineer. So, if I want to start now as a newbie, what are those qualifications or skills I need to pick up to be able to land these roles? Thank you so much.
Okay, very, very nice question, Trauma. So I would say that the skills you need to pick up for you to be able to land the shows, you would need problem solving skills. You would need to know how to solve problems because they are employing these people to be able to solve problems at the end of the day. You would need to have problem solving skills. You would need to have communication skills. Like I said, if you don't know how to communicate a prompt properly to the AI, because I say that the AI is just like a human being that's listening to you to hear what you want to say and then give you prompt basically on what you have given it. So you need to be able to communicate properly, effective communication to this. So I feel like with these two I've mentioned and then the technology, you have to also have a proper understanding. Like I said, the technology skill that I mentioned, you have to have a proper understanding on these technologies for you to be able to land these roles on these jobs I mentioned. And in some of them, you would need to know programming, basic programming, but not in all of them. You would need to know basic programming, but not in all of them. You need to have an idea of algorithms, data structures, but it is not in all of them. It's not necessary for all of them. So yeah, very nice question. I hope I've been able to answer you well. I said problem solving skills. I said communication skills. I also said technology skills and programming, but not compulsory.
Yes, sir. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
So okay, Choma, you got it right. Okay, thank you very much. That was a very, very good question. Thank you very much, Choma. So we have another question from Mr. Benjamin in the chat box. He said, "Is ChatGPT capable of effectively helping us in our everyday life?"
Yes,
Mr.
I would say yes, it is capable of helping your everyday life, but I would not advise for you to depend your life on your everyday life on the AI. Yes, it can help you solve hard tasks and all of that, but for you to use it over, like remember what I said, the problem of over dependency. If you start depending on it to your everyday life task, you would lose a lot of skills that normally would have developed. I would say your character development, you would have lost a whole lot of skills because there are some basic necessities that you need to do. There's some basic tasks you need to do as a human being for you to be able to have that cognitive presence that okay, yes, I am a human being. I am capable of thinking and performing um, manual tasks. So yeah, I would say that it is possible, but it is not advised.
Okay, so thank you very much, Mr. Febechuku, for that. And I guess he was right. You don't have to depend so much on AI because trust me, it's going to take over. It's to take over you. Because I think, okay, let me say, for example, for myself, last year when I was in 400 level, I guess there were some projects that they gave us. So I used AI. Yeah, I heard about ChatGPT and I tried it and it was shockingly surprising. So I used it to do to prepare my projects and everything. So on the day of defense, trust me, I don't even need to continue the story there because I everything that I put there, they told me that I put them a good structure, that my everything I put on paper was good, but my defense was very poor. I couldn't defend what I wrote on paper. So I can see Mr. King is laughing at me. So I learned my lesson earlier on. So I think that's a good life lesson for you. Please don't make use of AI too much. Control it. Just use it as a template for what you're building for yourself. And trust me, you'll get better. Okay, I think there's no other question. Please, if you have any other question, we still have time. We still have like above 10 minutes. You can ask your question if you want to put it on the chat box or if you want to put it on the audio so that we can call it a day.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
This is Stanley. Can you hear me?
All right.
Yeah, my question is I'm trying to go into the field of UI UX design.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't know how AI can help me speed up the process of like learning the basics about it.
So the AI can help you generate a small plan on how you can learn the basics of UI UX, which I think is Figma. You need to be able to know how to use Figma.
Yeah.
You need to know how to combine colors that appeal to customers. So I feel like with AI, if you ask it that, okay, I'm a beginner and I want to learn how to create good user design and user experience, I feel like it will give you this template. Like my friend, you're supposed to have a so it's not going to start telling you that oh you must do this, you must do that. It's going to give you a template that you should follow. You should watch. It will give you structures on how you should watch videos or what courses you should look on, or it will literally even give you an explanation on how to use some of the resources. I am aware that people that use UI UX they use Figma and some other things. So it will tell you how to use Figma, how to import all of the components and manage screens and all of that. So it's going to basically just give you a guide on how you should do it and to break it down easily, not like all these complex textbooks and materials where they'll be using big English and stuff like that. It will break it down to the littlest factor for you to be able to understand. So yeah, it will help you understand as a beginner in UI UX field. Thank you for your question. It was
Mr.
very nice.
Stanley, hope he answered your question. Hope he did. Mr. Stanley, did you get your question? Okay, I guess it's off. Okay, so you guys have heard how you see how AI can help you in UI UX. So some of our designers in the house, or if you're a designer or you're into graphic design or product design, because I think that's part along the line. So you can see how AI can help you. Okay, I think Mr. Benjamin asked another question. Okay, he said, how can I learn AI prompting? Mr. Febe, did you get that?
Yeah, I get that. So
Okay.
basically, you just have to know how to structure your words properly. It's just like imagine you're giving command to something now. You want to imagine, I'll try and put this into concepts for you to be able to understand it properly. Imagine that you want to tell a pen to move from point A to point B. If you use some words or tell it that just move or something, or just like, I want you to disappear from me, I want you to leave there, I want you to do and drop this, it won't do the exact thing. Yes, it will move, but it will not move from that point A you specified to point B. It might move from point A to point C. It might move from point A to point B and pass point B. So you just have to know, prompting is just basically you knowing how to structure a question properly, because all of the prompts you're giving on AI are basically questions for it to answer. Do you know how to do this? Can you help me do this? Can you help me learn it? It's just for it, questions for these things to answer. So you have to know how to basically ask questions, and that would lead to the skill that it's like Ms. Shomas asked the question, what skills do you need to be able to learn to enter this field? You need to have problem solving skills and communication skills. If you know how to communicate a problem well, if you know how to first of all you need to know how to structure a problem where algorithms come into play. You need to know how to design an algorithm to know how to structure a problem. So once you have an algorithm, you know how to communicate that algorithm effectively to the system, then you're a prompt engineer basically. Because I can tell you now, this ChatGPT is open to so many people. People don't know how to ask it questions. Just need to know how to structure your English properly, the words, because his English is taking, it's not taking any programming language, or he's not taking zeros and ones. He's taking English that you and I are speaking fluently. Just structure your English properly, design your problem, your problem solving, design it structurally so that it will solve each problem as it goes down. So it will not jump from point A to point C, it will jump from point A to point B. So I hope I was able to answer the question well. That.
Okay, I think that's Mr. Febe, thank you very much. Let me just add a little to that. Mr. Benjamin, so like AI prompting is like, okay, let me just take for example now, someone wants to, let me say, like now, okay, let me just take example like a marketer. Maybe you want to have a strategy for marketing your product. You want to have a strategy for marketing your product, and you now go to ChatGPT and you want to ask how. You can't just go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, I want to market my products. That's not a good prompt, because it won't give you what you want. You have to structure your answer. That is, using it will help you know how to, it will help you learn it better. You understand? Like, try it every day. You have to know how to structure your question with better prompts. You understand? That's how to learn AI prompting. You understand? So anyway, it gives you a better answer. That's how you add it to your own research. Like now you have to structure it like, okay, can you provide me with a marketing strategy for so product? I want to market this type of product. I want to market this type of product. Give me strategies I can use to market it online physically. That's a better way to use a prompt. Do you understand? Okay. So thank you everyone for this for joining